And one of the darknesses that I'm seeing in this incident in Minneapolis is that these people, both Renee Good and Alex Pretti, they were fighting for a completely immoral cause, which is obstructing ICE agents from trying to deport illegal people and trying to crack down on fraud committed by illegal aliens. And any of you in your social media feeds who are ignoring that fact is just a political operative, whether they know it or not. It's propaganda. If you're thinking clearly on this, you have to understand that the idea that you're going to obstruct an ICE operation, particularly you're going to show up armed, is deliberately provocative. And it's deliberately designed to sow division in the country on behalf of who? Is it Anne Frank, 15-year-old Anne Frank in a basement or an attic hiding out? No, it's Somali fraudsters. That's who they're protecting here. And it's because we've completely lost our touch of sense and reality. It's a shame. I don't like that. Someone who hasn't is Scott Bessent, our Treasury Secretary. He was put to the test on ABC over the weekend. Cut 7, please, gentlemen.
Jonathan, it's a tragedy when anyone dies, but I can tell you the situation on the ground there is being stirred up by Governor Walz. I was out there 2 weeks ago. Governor Walz declined to provide a security detail for me to go into the Minnesota Capitol with the state police. So he is fomenting chaos because there is substantial waste, fraud, and abuse. My job as Treasury Secretary is to investigate that. And I think that this chaos that's going out there, and again, I am sorry that this gentleman is dead, but he did bring a 9mm semi-automatic weapon with 2 cartridges to what was supposed to be a peaceful protest. I think that there are a lot of paid agitators who are ginning things up, and the governor has not done a good job at tamping this down.
Yeah. And the 2 cartridges point is crucial. Do you know why it's crucial? Because he was planning on unloading a whole cartridge and then get to a second cartridge. He wasn't going to be defending himself. He was the provocateur in all of this. Now, I'm not saying he should have died. I said this at the outset, and I'll say it again just to be clear, in case any of you Soros-funded freaks want to clip me out of context. I don't know. It's all going to play out in the courts. I don't know why he was shot. I don't understand it. But I do know that one way to not get shot is to stay home and not show up with 2 cartridges of ammunition. What was he supposed to do with that? A magazine, though. Okay, good. Well, this is important. I'm calling magazine, not cartridge. I'm getting corrected here. And this is important because my email traffic is going to be brutal. Just that one little slip. You don't cross the gun crowd. Hey, but I have in the past, and I think they welcome me back into the fold. All right, I want to show you what moral clarity we're getting from the left right now. Let me play cut 9. This is Amy Klobuchar, the Minnesota senator.
So before us right now, we have a bill about funding them, giving them more money. I'm not voting for that. And I didn't vote for tripling their budget over this summer. Their budget went to $75 billion more. They're now bigger than the FBI. And when they're killing 2 constituents in my state and they're taking 2-year-olds out of the arms of their mom, and they are taking an elder Hmong man out of his house and putting him out there in his underwear and then figuring out they have the wrong man. No, I am not voting for this funding.
Did you guys catch that? They put someone outside in their underwear. Unbelievable. Defund the whole operation. Let all the illegal immigrants flood over into our country. Let's open the whole border up over that. Can you believe it? Must have been so chilly for the guy in his underwear. It's like we don't even have a country. We have a completely lawless vision for this country from one of the major political parties. It's really still beggars belief that they can speak this way. Let me continue with another beacon of moral clarity. Tampoon Timmy Walz again. Cut 8, please.
This has nothing to do with fraud. As the Attorney General said, they're not sending us forensic accountants. And these are things that have been we're dealing with now and have been for quite some time. So look, it's not a serious attempt to get at this. The way to fix this is get these folks out of here. We've continued to work with them. They asked us for these numbers. We provided them. We continue to show they're not serious. And look, I think everybody understands what the last request was, totally unrelated to anything on the voter files. This is, again, as the Attorney General said, Donald Trump telling everybody that the election was rigged, who started all this nightmare for America, has nothing to do with it. And I would just give a pro tip to the Attorney General. There's 2 million documents in the Epstein files we're still waiting on. Go ahead and work on those.
A pro tip, spend more time on Epstein and less time on the Somali fraud in my backyard. It's such a nefarious lie for him to say that this is not about Somali fraud. That's all it's about. If he hadn't allowed for the Somali fraud to take place in Minnesota, Alex Pretti would be alive, Renee Good would be alive. You heard it here first.